Richard to like to say a few words. He is a man who doesn't require any introduction, but his work is relentless. Borough President Richards had been a lifelong resident of Queens, serving the New York City Council District 31. As Queens Borough President, he has been a tireless advocate for the world's borough. Over the course of his administration, Borough President Richard has allocated more funds across Queens schools, cultural institutions, hospitals, libraries, parks, and more. To better support more than 1 million immigrants who call the world's borough home, he created the Immigrant Welcome Center at Queens Borough Hall. The Borough President has also empowered numerous historical disadvantaged communities throughout initiatives such as the Youth and Young Adult Council, Downtown Jamaica Improvement Council, the Queens Tech Innovation Challenge, and Borough Hall of Your Block. He continues his tireless journey to be a champion for the community and the people he represents. So it is my honor to welcome Queens Borough President, Mr. Donovan Richards.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to give a loud round of applause for our Borough President. Today is very historic. Today is the 4th Eid Festival in Borough Hall, and without him we couldn't have had it. Also, we are celebrating his birthday. He was born in the month of Ramadan. This year he celebrated it. So don't ask the surprise for today. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Brother Hat. Looking good. And Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak, Eid Saeed. It's truly an honor to be here this evening, and I want to thank you all for joining us at this celebration on this evening at Borough Hall. And I want to start by congratulating the Muslim community for the work that you all are doing to maintain your rich culture and faith alive. I see my faith leaders here as well. I also want to thank you for sharing that beautiful culture with us right here in the World's Borough and beyond. And I do truly want to say we love you. We love the diversity of this borough, and it's one of the reasons I remember at the height of the pandemic when, I don't want to say that president's name, but number 45 instituted the Orange Man, that's what we call it. Instituted the Muslim ban at Queens responded at JFK Airport to send a very strong message that we don't have borders in Queens County, and we will stand against anyone who stands against the Muslim community. So that diversity is rich here in Queens County. It's something that we celebrate because we understand that our diversity is our strength right here in Queens County. It's one of the reasons we can celebrate 190 countries here in over 350 languages and dialects spoken. And as my sister so eloquently put it, it's one of the reasons we opened up an immigrant welcome center at Borough Hall. I'm the proud son of an immigrant. My father migrated here, and I talk about this all the time, here from Jamaica, West Indies. And he just became a United States citizen 2.5 years ago. So the first election my father can vote in his lifetime was mine for borough president. Now don't clap, because I don't know if he voted for me. But I am his namesake, so I think he did. But truly an honor to be here with each and every one of you. And as I talked about the diversity, we want to make sure that that diversity seeps into every facet of anything we do here in Queens County, including our community boards, our very appointments to different boards here as the borough president, to make sure that we do have diverse voices across the board. So no matter where you come from, no matter what language you speak here, you can always call Queens your home. And even as our asylum seeker brothers and sisters come in, you know, we've heard some people refer to them as being dumped in on our communities. But I often like to remind people that over 50% of us in Queens are foreign born. So So we don't turn our back on our brothers and sisters who come to America in search of a better life. We open our arms and our hands to them because we want to make sure that they can achieve the very thing that we all came here to achieve, and that's the American dream. So as most of you know, the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, Ramadan, holds a particular significance. It was when the teachings of the Quran were revealed. And although most would be familiar with the fasting during this holy month, there's also the component of giving. And the fasting is the purification of our souls, and giving charity purifies our wealth. Ramadan is the month of abundance of blessings and cleansing of the mind, body, and soul. The Muslim community in Queens have brought that tradition to our beloved community. And let me say, at the height of this pandemic, I'm so grateful for many of you out here, many of the organizations who stepped up, because we can open up and celebrate on an evening like this. But we wouldn't be here if it were not for the generosity of community organizations who got out there and fed people, clothed people, gave PPE out at the height of this pandemic. Some of you in this audience putting your own lives on the line to make sure that our communities could get the resources, even when government didn't come down into many parts of our communities to offer us assistance. So we truly live by the Quran in this room and in this community and across Queens. Those words of giving, giving, giving have certainly not just been talked about in words, but in deeds by many of you. So in the pre and post pandemic, we've seen once again the need for more food across our borough, clothing, and other various needs as inflation continues to increase. And we're going to get through this together. It's one of the reasons why, as my sister alluded to, we are making sure that those key investments are made in every facet of our tenure as the borough president, following in the tradition of our former borough president, Melinda Katz, and others, to make sure that we really are focusing in on those investments in healthcare and housing, because we all, we say the rent is too damn high. We see the Rent Guidelines Board ready to hike rents. We need to fight against those things. So it's one of the reasons why we are focused on ensuring that especially the communities that have been historically disinvested in, that we are prioritizing our communities to move Queens forward and to build it back better. So I'm so proud to say that Queens has the largest representation of the Muslim community out of all of the New York City's boroughs. And that is also reflected when you walk the streets of Jamaica and Hillside and you go up into Jackson Heights and many parts of Queens. We see that reflected in business and education and in other fields that the communities has taken a part of, engineering. So many facets as we build out our sewer system here in Queens. So many contributing to building this place better. So I want to thank all of the community members that have worked together to make this event a reality. I want to especially mention Ali Rashid, Rihanna Insan Ali, Mustafa Al-Sheikh, my brother Mustafa Al-Sheikh, love you, Bibi, and Christian Nareen, who have all provided the refreshments.
বাংলাদেশি রেসিপির খলিল স্পেশাল চিকেন বিরিয়ানি এখন নিউ ইয়র্কে সুপারহিট। খলিল বিরিয়ানি হাউস এখন নিউ ইয়র্ক স্টেট ডিপার্টমেন্ট দ্বারা স্বীকৃত এমবিএ সার্টিফাইড রেস্টুরেন্ট। আসল স্বাদের চিকেন বিরিয়ানি উপভোগ করতে সপরিবারে আজই চলে আসুন খলিল বিরিয়ানি হাউসের ব্রঙ্কস কিংবা জামাইকা ব্রাঞ্চে।
অ্যাস্টোরিয়া ডিজিটাল ট্রাভেলস, সবচেয়ে কম দামে নিশ্চিন্তে দেশে যেতে চাইলে চলে আসুন অ্যাস্টোরিয়া ডিজিটাল ট্রাভেলস।
আমাদের অফিস শুধুমাত্র অ্যাস্টোরিয়ায়।
ইমিগ্র্যান্ট এল্ডার হোম কেয়ার নিউ ইয়র্কে দীর্ঘদিন যাবৎ স্বাস্থ্যসেবা দিয়ে আসছে এবং আমরা সর্বোচ্চ পেমেন্টও করে থাকি। আমাদের স্বাস্থ্যসেবা পেতে হলে আজই যোগাযোগ করুন ইমিগ্র্যান্ট এল্ডার হোম কেয়ারের সাথে।
জ্যাকসন হাইটসের সবার প্রিয় মামা রেস্টুরেন্ট, মামা সুপারমার্কেট, মামা হালাল মিট। দেশি সবকিছু পেয়ে যাবেন এখানেই। বাজার দরকার মামা সুপারমার্কেট। সবজি থেকে মাছ মাংস, কাঁচা বাজার, পাকা বাজার সব এখানে। মাছ মাংস দরকার মামা হালাল মিট। গরু, মুরগি, ইলিশ, রুই, হালাল মাংস, দেশি মাছ সব এখানে। খিদে লেগেছে? মামা রেস্টুরেন্ট। ভর্তা, বিরিয়ানি, দই মিষ্টি, যে কোনো অনুষ্ঠানে ক্যাটারিং সহ সব এখানে। মামা মামা মামা, চলে আসুন মামাতে। জ্যাকসন হাইটস, নিউ ইয়র্ক।